We do have on the line, of course, a representative with Southern Nazarene University, Kristen Jasper, who's the vice provost of professional and graduate studies. Good morning, Kristen. I'm sorry, Kristen Jasper. Are you there?
I am. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Great. How about you?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Give us a little bit of background information about you.
Sure. I've been with SNU for about 25 years. I worked for about 20 years. Primarily in our business and finance offices. I'm a CPA, so that was my background growing up and learning administration in a higher ed institution. And then I was away for SNU for a while. I spent some time at Water for Foundation and then came back to SNU as the controller. So I've seen a whole lot about the business side of things, the management accounting side of things, but then more recently came over to our professional and graduate studies program as the vice provost and lead our operations here for our non-traditional programs that are targeted for adult students.
Well, that's great. We've talked to a lot of Southern Nazarene University officials over the past weeks, really the past months, and it sounds like adults attending SNU has a different experience than other schools. Can you let our listeners understand the experience at SNU?
Absolutely. They do have a different experience here. Our professional and graduate studies programs are designed with adults in mind. Our programs take place in the evenings, and programs are designed to be Christ-centered but prepare learners for advancement in their current occupation or employment or maybe even a change to a new career. And we understand that for adults between work and raising their family and all of the other personal commitments they have, it can seem really difficult to return to school or even to get started in school. So we have tried to design our programs for people that are busy just doing life. And we have faculty and staff here that love our students. They love to get to know our students, and they're here to support the students really just every step of their way, always available for questions. We have our programs designed in a cohort model, which means that when students begin a program, they begin it with members of a group that go through the entire program with them, and they actually are able to build bonds there. And as the students get to know each other and build those bonds, they support each other and help each other throughout the program and along the way. And so it's just a great environment for learning and growing, both as an individual and as a professional.
Well, the state of education in Oklahoma right now is kind of on the edge. What are some of the plans at Southern Nazarene regarding the future?
Well, education is under a state of continual change. So SNU seeks to always look for new programs that will meet the employment needs of people in the community, as well as online. We have a lot of online programs that we offer, but we like to listen to the job market and let them tell us what students need, as well as listening to our students. Education's a commitment, and we embrace that commitment. In addition to providing education, we want to make sure that we have an environment for growth here on the campus. I believe you may have spoken with our president, Dr. Keith Newman, a few months ago. And then more recently, we've also added a vice president for intercultural learning and engagement. Her name is Lena Crusoe, and she hits campus. She will help us continue to provide an atmosphere that helps us meet the needs of all kinds of students.
Ms. Jasper, I wanted to ask you a question. I mean, we were talking a little bit earlier about, being overwhelmed with work and family and other commitments. When do these adults find time to actually, come and take part in this great study, of course, with these courses over at SNU? Because, that's a lot to juggle all in itself.
Yes, that's a great question. Most all of our programs meet one night per week, and they meet the same night per week throughout the duration of the program. So, for example, if you're in a Tuesday night cohort, you're going to meet Tuesday night every week for the duration of the program, whether that be 18 months or a little bit longer. But in the context of that, students complete a course every 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
So, and they just take one class at a time. So it's much easier to manage because unlike a traditional college semester, you're not trying to juggle multiple classes and study for several tests on the same day or the same weekend. So they're focused on one subject matter at a time. And then with completing that every 5 to 6 weeks, it really gives students a sense that they're accomplishing something and moving forward. And because they're able to complete a class every 5 to 6 weeks, then in the context of a semester, they can finish 12 or 15 semester credit hours just like they would if they were involved in a 16 to 18-week traditional semester where they were taking several classes at the same time.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, you have young adults and older adults listening to you right now, and they're thinking to get back into school. They're thinking about the overall project, the long haul, how many years, how much time, and they're just overwhelmed. I think that people have a way of creating mountains in their minds when they're only facing a speed bump. So, with that said, what do they need to get started?
Well, they can make a simple phone call or they can attend an information meeting on campus to help them find out all the information they would need to get started. For every student, it's just a little bit different. If they have some prior college experience, then having access to their transcripts so they know which courses they've already completed can be very helpful. But when they talk to folks on our campus, we want everybody to know that we also offer programs where they can receive college credit for life experiences and job experiences. So sometimes it's great for us to just have a conversation with a student and find out what their background is, and our academic advisors can make some recommendations on what they might qualify for as far as credit for those experiences is concerned, and that is just one other way that we can help speed along their process toward completion of the program.
So how can they contact, if our listeners are listening right now and they're interested in getting more information, how can they find out more information if they wanted to contact someone on your admission team directly?
Absolutely. They can contact us by phone at area code 405-491-6332, or they can visit our website and get a lot of helpful information there. Our website is snu.edu/SNU for adults. And we're happy to talk and answer any questions that someone might have if they're considering coming back to school and finishing their degree, or maybe they have a degree and they want a graduate degree to help them advance in their career.
Well, Vice Provost Kristen Jasper, Southern Nazarene University, thank you for sharing this great information.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.